Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have something a little different rather than just Pokemon cards, One Piece cards and video games. I am loving the Astrobot DLC though. We're going to be getting onto the speedrun soon. Just to give you a quick show and tell, this is something that I've been working on in the last couple of days called Jixelz. I think it is. It's called Jixelz Remix. So basically I finished it. It's just basically small little puzzle pieces. It came out a lot bigger than I was anticipating. I was expecting it to be quite diddy, but it actually is quite huge. It does come with the display piece, and depending on where you're following the instructions, you can have this basically as a single piece that you can then hook onto a wall, or you can have it on the stand, as you can see here. And then obviously it just helps it stand up. So I've got the space there. The one thing I would say, the headache in building, is the fact that some of these bricks are quite loose. And I don't know how well it comes across on the camera, but the piece itself obviously kind of raises. The instructions weren't too hard to follow, but I literally had to break down the 13 different colors into miniature bags to work out the kind of difference. Because here you can clearly see dark, light, but you couldn't even with the grey and the white. Like, they kept mixing, and I was going cross-eyed trying to work out which one was which, and fed up with taking it apart. So isn't the hardest puzzle I built, but it definitely was a bit fiddly. The other slight criticism I have with it, and whether there's a better way to put the pieces together, I'm not 100%, but a couple of these, like that one there, is very loose. So to have this sat upright, it's a bit awkward. I feel that pieces are going to come off, and then you're going to wonder where they came from. So obviously it should be sat like that. But yeah, if I try not to thingy, I mean, it's pretty solid in places. But essentially on the back, you can see there's tons of like miniature numbers in the holes. But there was no clear direction of whether that was an accurate thing of putting them together or what the situation. I don't know. But I mean, regardless, you wouldn't necessarily know where to start with A. But yeah, if I try and hold it sideways, you can see that it's got quite a bend to it. So I guess it's just obviously what happens, a bit like hammer beads. The heat causes warp. This is very similar. But yeah. And then essentially this piece sits right there. So I'm going to try and do this on camera and see if I don't smash the whole thing to pieces. I mean, like I said, it's solid in places. It's just the one or two loose tiles that just fall off randomly. And I just feel that that could be a problem over time, especially if you lose the instructions. But yeah. Oh, and there you go. Already, that's what it looks like. But unless I get something to weight it, I honestly don't see how that would think. No, because you can't put the piece the other. Because I was going to say potentially you could put it facing the other way, but there's no way to do that. So yeah, as you can see, that's where the map tells me to put the thing to assist with the weight difference. And yeah, no, surprisingly. So yeah, my other criticism is that the stand is not that fantastic. Maybe to hang it on the wall and use the piece higher up, it would be all right. But yeah, as it stands, it doesn't stand. So bit of a problem there. Just trying to have a check against the thing. But yeah, so that's my review of the Jixelz. As you can see, awkward at times. But yeah, I guess I'll try and figure something out to do with this. Put something heavy underneath the base so it holds up. But yeah, for the time being, I think I'm just going to lay it flat and try and not knock it into 10,000 pieces. And there you have it. There's my issue right there. You can see that piece is just dropped off. No rhyme or reason. So I might try and put some heavy books under it or something along those lines to try and weigh it down. But yeah, I just figured anyone who's interested in this, you can pick it up off of Amazon. That's where I got mine. I believe they usually retail for around 20 quid. I got mine much cheaper than that because it was on a deal. So hopefully it still is for you guys. But yeah. And then in future videos, if I can be bothered to build them, after seeing how bad this one is, I might see where I've got space first. I have Sonic, as you can see, because supposedly it's meant to look like that one. So as you can see, it stands up. And then I also have this big boy. Now this one is a much bigger piece. So Shadow and Sonic are both 700 pieces. This one is 1200, so it's a much larger on scale. So I'm hoping it's a bit better in obviously being a base design, but we'll see whether it holds up, because as you've just seen, Shadow doesn't. Either way, I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you again